These are Minecraft hardcore deaths from extremely popular YouTubers. And what if I told you that all of them were not fake, but they were on purpose and for views? No, this is not some evil thing that YouTubers do. It actually has a lot to do with psychology, which is how the human brain works. You see, views and watch time are the two main things that keep a YouTube channel alive. And if you can make something interesting enough, then you can farm those things. And there aren't many things that you can easily think of in this context that are more interesting than a Minecraft hardcore death. There are three main requirements that a hardcore death has to follow in order to be interesting for most people. This includes the popularity of the person dying, how many views and how many people have watched the hardcore series, and how long the hardcore world has lasted. If those three things are big enough, then the hardcore death video might get millions of views, just like that. Just the title and thumbnail alone drives people to click, bro. Obviously, what's in the video itself matters, but if a popular YouTuber posts a video titled, "I died in hardcore Minecraft," then just made the video as bare minimum as possible, they'd still get a lot of views because they're popular. But no one really does that because every world has a story, and when one story ends, another one begins. So most, if not all, hardcore death videos you watch from popular YouTubers have more passion in them than most of their other hardcore videos. And if they died on stream, then that goes for what they did after they died, while they're still on stream. Now, of course, most YouTubers are passionate about all their content. They literally became Minecraft YouTubers because they love Minecraft, but they definitely focus a bit more on their death video than any of their other hardcore videos. The top three most popular Minecraft hardcore videos tend to be the very start, the very end, and one of those random middle episodes that have an amazing idea that gets views. Let's use Sandiction as an example. As expected by my theory, his most popular hardcore video isn't his first or last, it's the 16th episode. Reminder, this guy made 19 episodes, so not really the middle of the series, but it's also not that close to the end either. But even with the 16th episode, it's not only his most popular hardcore video on his channel, with over 30 million views, but it's also just his most popular video on his entire channel. But the thing about Sandiction is that his death wasn't on purpose. In fact, his death was probably one of the least fair hardcore deaths, as it was caused by a glitch. Sandiction's hardcore world is an example of one that doesn't really care about Dave survived in game. A lot of other YouTubers title most of their hardcore videos, "I survived insert number of days in hardcore Minecraft, here's what happened." And like half of the time it's 100 days, but after that trend kind of died out, people just title their videos amazing achievements instead. And not advancements, I'm not talking about advancements. We can especially see this with SB737's hardcore series. And SB, if you're watching this right now, build this in your new hardcore world. SB737's old hardcore world has a very visible pattern that displays the trends of Minecraft over the recent years. You see, in the early days of his world, his video titles would go like this: "I survived 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. I survived 200 days in hardcore Minecraft. I survived 300 days in hardcore Minecraft." You get the pattern. In the early days, he didn't really mark his achievements in the titles of his videos. He simply marked the days he survived in the titles. But as the 100 days hardcore trend slowly died out, around day 5000, it was really noticeable. There's no SB737 hardcore video that's titled "I survived 5100 days in hardcore Minecraft," or even 5200 days. Instead, for the video that would have been his 5100 days video, he titled the video "I got infinite hearts in Minecraft hardcore 5100 days." And he titled that simply because it was more interesting. I mean, come on, which video would you click? Someone surviving 5100 days in hardcore Minecraft, or someone getting infinite hearts in hardcore Minecraft? I think that the choice is obvious, and this strategy of titles grew more and more every time SB uploaded a hardcore video. Nowadays, you won't really find any popular videos saying stuff like "I survived 100 days in Minecraft hardcore." And if those videos are still popular, it's because they were made by a very popular person. In 2025, it's near impossible for someone to get popular off of 100 days content alone. Now it's always stuff that people are proud of, like collecting every rare mob, or building every structure. But the more valuable and impressive these achievements are, the more valuable and interesting it is when that same person dies in hardcore. The whole point of hardcore mode is that when you die, you're dead, and that's it. The respawn button has been removed, and you're now a ghost. Obviously, you can easily fake hardcore videos by opening to LAN, allowing cheats, going into survival, and relogging, but no one who is popular really does that, because that's immoral in a lot of ways. It's human psychology that no one can be truly grateful of something unless they lose it. I might have worded that wrong, it's something like that, I'll know, but this has been proven with a lot of things in the world. For example, you won't really notice or think about the fact that you have a phone until you lose your phone. And then when you get it back, you're grateful for it for a bit, then you go back to forgetting you ever lost it. It's how the human brain works. Phones have been normalized for a really long time in a lot of places, meaning that you only really notice that you hadn't enjoyed it when you think about that, or when you lose it. Because of negativity bias, most people commonly complain instead of being grateful. And if someone is told about a really horrible place and a really happy place, there's an unfortunately higher chance that they'll be more scared of the horrible place than excited about the happy place. Not all people are like this, but most are, in my experience at least. Most of you won't be interested in me starting a new hardcore world, but if I do it anyway, anyway and consistently uploading videos on it for years, getting a lot of popularity by doing it, then die in it, then you would be more interested in it. Views and watch time are what drive YouTube channels to success, and hardcore death videos make people click for the view part, and they make people watch for the watch time part, and they might even subscribe if they like the content and want to see more of it in the future because the content is just that good, and according to that logic, you should subscribe. So the reason why most YouTubers die in hardcore mode is because of views, and sometimes those deaths are on purpose. But I'm not talking about fake deaths. The word fake and the phrase on purpose mean different things. Everything that's fake was likely done on purpose, but not everything that was done on purpose was fake. For example, SB737, yes, that guy again, is a YouTuber who purposely ended his hardcore world, unlike the others in the thumbnail like DanTDM, Sandiction, and Filza. Really, the only reason he did this is because of the raw insanity of surviving 10,000 days both in Minecraft and in real life. But that's one of the few hardcore deaths that were actually done on purpose. Sandiction has the second most unique death because he died to a glitch, but despite his death not even being fair in the first place, he still decided to end that hardcore world and start another. And that was probably a bad decision considering he hasn't uploaded in half a year, but he still died in a really unique way. DanTDM and Filza's death were kind of similar. Both were done by mobs, both were extremely well known, but Filza's case is probably more unique than Dan's because Filza actually banned totems in his original hardcore world. And that's honestly a really unique and creative thing to do. It proves that you can truly play Minecraft however you want. To those people who say that if you don't like it then don't use it is a bad mindset, you're not taking into account the kind of game that Minecraft is. Filza's hardcore let's play proves that you don't have to play Minecraft in the most optimized way. You don't have to use totems, and if you don't like a feature, then turn it off. Of course that's not possible for a lot of features, but it is possible with things like phantoms, beds, totems, netherite, enchanting, natural healing, and other stuff. If you don't like a certain item, then don't use it. I could take a look at a lot more hardcore deaths, but if I did that, then this video would take too long to make. But there's one more thing that I'd like to point out about hardcore deaths. Every single YouTuber featured in the thumbnail followed what Billy West said in the intro of Minecraft Story Mode.
In the end, the Order of the Stone emerged victorious, and the dragon was defeated. Their story complete, they slipped away into the pages of legend. But when one story ends, another one begins.
This quote is describing how the Order of the Stone eventually killed the Ender Dragon, then they fell off, but after their story ended, another one began, in the form of Jesse taking a would you rather on a bunch of chicken-sized zombies or zombie-sized chickens. But this quote stays true to nearly everything to do with Minecraft, especially hardcore YouTubers. After Filza died, he started a new hardcore world, to build even grander and epicer structures. After DanTDM died, he started more worlds. After Sandiction died, he did the same thing. And after SB died, he made a command block farm. But look up any hardcore YouTuber who died in Minecraft. Nearly all of them came back after a short break. Yes, because of views, watch time, subscribers, and community, but also because of the thrill of playing Minecraft that way. It's lockdown hard mode. Make one mistake or a few in a row and the world is gone. Just like that. Since you're on the same world all this time, the value and emotional attachment you have to it grows over time. And by the time you either voluntarily or involuntarily die, the world that you left behind will be proof of your creativity, passion, and freedom towards Minecraft. And as soon as you eventually die, you'll want to start a new one, because that previous world gave you another reason to play Minecraft, and when one story ends, another one begins. I'm trying to follow back on Minecraft YouTube, so if you could subscribe, like, share, and join my Discord server, then that'd be awesome. And there's another video that you could watch right here. Also, if I sound sick, that's because I'm sick. Anyway, thanks for watching this UIT Minecraft video, and until next time, Undefeatable Army.